But when the coup of General Ankara took Nkrumah out, Otto Breze, betrayed Nkrumah and started working with Ankara. Very good friends with Ankara. He was in fact, he's an arms smuggler. He smuggled arms. He sponsors war in over 22. There's book on it.
Yeah, 22 true. Yeah, for African sure. I read that in school.
He's an arms smuggler.
Yeah, Charlie, so some group of Nigerians are exposing the IGBOS in Ghana and their plans and what they might be planning to do in Ghana. See, I don't want to talk plenty. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go into the videos. Watch. Come back and talk.
But they understand what is happening.
Guess what? Let me tell you what they are not saying. So you people should listen. Ghanaians should listen. If you go to their meetings very well, if you tap into their meeting, they say this Ghana man and this king of Ghana rather, this fake king, and this is too. They said he went to go and buy Ga land. Where everybody land is Ga. That is the Ga chiefs that sold it. So they want to join all other tribes to fight Ga. Say after all, now the Ga bring the problems. So that is what they are planning now. Say if they don't give them their money back, if they don't do this one, we are going to drag the Ga people. The Ga people are fraud. Now they go sell land, and they know they don't sell. This is the propaganda they are. You people, this is what I'm saying. You start getting the propaganda very soon. So they will now turn the whole other tribes in Ghana against the Ga. Since it's the Ga that collect money, the Ga chiefs, local chiefs that collect money from this fake Igbo king. Then you start seeing confusion. Ghana people start fighting Ghana. That is their.
Okay, what you are saying is the truth, eh? Because of that, they brought my king. They were insulting my king. That he's.
I'm telling you, if you go to their Zoom meeting,
but now they know that they know
they are hardcore propagandists.
Yeah, that is what they did. They were insulting my tribe, blah 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 blah.
Mankind, are you there? So preach
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They are actually fighting Yoruba indirectly. They wanted to destroy. They're going to destroy Ghana. Let me tell you. If you have to have, what they call Dangbana Shoko, madness. You have to have madness. You use madness
to fight madness.
To fight them. These people are not letting go. If what, I don't know much history, but if what Mr. Abe is saying about how, and Mr. Kingship is saying how they wanted to go to Ghana when the civil wars and the Ghana did not allow them.
They closed it down then.
Who in the right mind will allow this Igbo to come into their territory when they fight it? Because the fight will now, move to Ghana and here then. I'm telling you. So
the leaders, like Major General Ankara, the leaders at the time, they know what is going on. They told the Igbos that, see, we will never give you that passage because Ghanaians, they have ties. The northern Ghana have ties with the Hausa flag. In the central and on the other side, they have with Yoruba. They don't want their own problem because that country should have been one of the peaceful, the best in everything in Africa. So they have their own plan as Ghanaians, and it's their country. They have their own discipline and their own policy. So they told the Igbos, like, Ojukwu come to Aburi Convention and Gowon should come. We'll put you guys together and settle the differences. I will be there to present. If you can settle these differences, because now, at that time in West Africa, it has not been announced that there is crude oil. And it was new, sound fresh, with the money that will come from it. Now, everybody know what is going on. It's an internal problem. And the Ghanaians were the only one that stood with Nigerians from the onset and tried to form peace and support us. So now they understand what is going on. They don't want the same problem in their country. That's why they're speaking out. And they should not generalize the situation to all Nigerians. We Yoruba people. We're not stupid. We intelligent people. We're not saying we are. Igbo people can say they are smart. They can be the smartest, but we are very, very intelligent people. Very, very. The ancient existence of the Igbos.
Why would you say Igbo people are smart? I contest that with you.
You guys they say they are smart. Igbo people say they are smart. So we are very, very intelligent.
Then don't say it here. Then don't affirm it.
Why? Okay, yeah, I understand. Okay. I understand now.
If they are smart, they should have the sense to romance, to have good romance politically with their neighbors.
Confirm.
We are their neighbors.
Yes. Confirm. I understand what you're saying now. I understand, Baba. I understand what you hear me. So we are not dumb too, and we need our own self acclaimment in anything we do. Not like putting us down or something. I understand what you guys mean, but
See,
they should know what they are doing.
King Idris, let me count the the crime that Ghana has done to Biafra. Let me just count the first three crimes. One, 1967, when in fact, before 1967, let me even start with from when Ghana had their independence. 1957, when Ghana had their independence, there was this famous man, Otto Nzeribe. Every Nigerian knows him. He was one of the people that stopped June 12, Abiola June 12. Otto Nzeribe died 2022 at the age of 91. I've been 92 years old. He was a very good friend to Kwame Nkrumah. But when the coup of General Ankara took Nkrumah out, Otto Nzeribe, betrayed Nkrumah and started working with Ankara. Very good friends with Ankara. He was in fact, he's an arms smuggler. He smuggled arms. He sponsors war in over 22. There's book on it.
Yeah, 22 true. Yeah, for African sure. I read that in
He's an arms smuggler.
Yeah,
this guy,
that's what they know him to be in history.
No. This guy was working with General Ankara in Ghana. So when J.J. Rawlings took over, J.J. Rawlings banned him from Ghana for life. Even now the company in Ghana called Fan Limited. Now the company is in UK. He moved that company. That company is ammunition supply. Arms smuggler. FAM, Fan Limited.
He's producing ice cream, but he's using it to supply guns.
Yes, God bless you. So he's a famous arm dealer. And he almost deceived Kwame Nkrumah. Guess who introduced Otto Nzeribe to Kwame Nkrumah? Nnamdi Azikiwe. When Zik graduated from Lincoln University in Pennsylvania State in he went there 1929, 5 years. 1933-34, he graduated. Then Nkrumah went there in 1935, so like 2 years after Azikiwe graduated. That was when Kwame went to Lincoln University. So he recommended that university for Kwame. He did letter of recommendation, everything. So the same Zik introduced Nzeribe, his younger brother, to Nkrumah, and that was how Otto Nzeribe could work with Nkrumah before they overthrew Nkrumah. Ankara there, he even betrayed Nkrumah because after they overthrew Nkrumah, he went back to the military that took out the what's it called, NLC, National Liberation Council in Ghana, that when Ankara was leading. He went back, he betrayed his boss Nkrumah, when he went to work with Ankara. Now when Ankara was toppled, he wanted to betray Ankara again to work with J.J. Rawlings. J.J. said, this guy, you're a bad guy. No, get out of my country. And that's when the Ghana must go happen. In 83, Nigeria must go rather. This were part of the people that caused problem in Igbo. So they have been causing problem, these diplomatic ties between Nigeria and Ghana. If you can remember, in fact, they were smuggling arms, they were storing arms in Ghana during the Civil War. And Ghana shut it down. They said, don't let this war spill over to Ghana. And the Igbos were very angry. Ojukwu was angry with Ghana. That's one. Two, Aburi Accord. They felt Ghana supported Nigeria, so they would never forgive Ghana. So I'm giving you historical context.
God bless you, Baba. I enjoy you.
These Igbo people can never forgive you. Ghanaians people never ready, never see propaganda. We don't suffer for their propaganda for the last 50 years.
Mr. Abe, have you forgotten the recent one now? Yes. When the current president wanted to be installed, guess who he invited from Nigeria? No be Yoruba people he invited. That is another one brewing now. How would you invite only of Ife to come? How are you now relating to these Yoruba people? They hated it, and some of this and the Benin, we don't want to bring them in, but that was when they now took their own people down to say, oh, they have their own history too. I'm talking about the Benin. They have their own history too in Ghana, but those ones are not like these Igbo people. Those people want to trace their own thing there, but these Igbo people have no history that link them to there. There's so much. They know that the president of the Ghana is more, he leans more to Yoruba people. So they were like, "What is happening? We're trying to get our own thing." Then that was when you see the so-called king now taking picture with Oni of Ife, now taking picture with the Ga king, now taking picture with the president. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on here? These people don't do anything by mistake. It's all propaganda, all planned. But that's one thing about nature, is when you plan evil, when you throw evil out, evil must come back to you.
Yeah, for
evil
sure.
must
Yeah,
come.
for sure.
Everything they do is not by mistake. We Yorubas, we do things straightforward. You be our friend, we be your friend. We don't have any other, we don't have ulterior motive with you. So you cannot.
My sister.
You brought out one important.
Make I come in
just
short
a minute.
because I did for work now. My boss will come soon. You see, one thing that most people don't know about the land Ghana. When I finish, please, guys, try to find out. It's the center of the world, though. That land, if you come there and you embrace the land, you'll be successful. Anything you do, you get it back. But if you come to that land, and if you kill animal on that land as a
See, me, I have said this here before that I'm not so surprised seeing some of these things and hearing some of these things, because years back I used to go to Kaswa a lot to go and to work for someone over there. And anytime that I was walking on the street, several times, not once, not twice, I've been seeing them, the IGBOS especially, rocking their t-shirts written on it Biafra, and they were holding meetings upon meetings in Kaswa. And in Ghana, where you will find Nigerians a lot is Kaswa and also in Spintex. Kaswa is like the Nigerians that don't really have a lot of money, and Spintex is like the Nigerian elites that are in Accra. That's where they are based. So I was seeing them a lot of the times in Kaswa, especially holding meetings and also rocking their shit all the time. When you talk to them or you ask them, they will say, oh, they are trying to unite their people. Even this Igbo king has said this a lot of the times. But trust me, uniting your people, rocking Biafra t-shirts, holding meetings upon meetings, and you are saying you are uniting your people. For me, I think there is more to those meetings, and perhaps these are some of the plans that they have started executing. You understand? So listening to these guys and hearing what they are saying, honestly, I'm not so surprised. The only thing I would say is that our leaders should be smart enough to know what is going on and to block whatever that they are planning. Because see, now the Igbo issue has gone down, but honestly speaking, now I'm not sure they are just done with everything, done and dusted. It is not done and dusted. They are just laid back and they have laid low. Definitely they are going to strike again. So we should be careful. We should be careful, and we should know that we made noise and everything has gone down. No, we should be watchful. We should be watchful. That's what I'll say. Thank you so much for watching.